DJI Spark. I think it's good for what it is, but I think the price point would be better if it was, you know, maybe around $250 to $300 US, because I think coming in where it comes in at is a little bit arrogant. I really do. I think it's a little bit much for what we're getting from the Spark. You know, it doesn't have 4K, does not have a 3-axis gimbal, and again, the biggest irritation for me is the inability to control the gimbal wheel speed. So that's quite a big disappointment. Now, you know, looking at the positive aspects of the Spark are tremendous. We've got the smallest drone that DJI has released yet, the lightest weight drone that DJI has released so far. We've got, you know, we got something new, and it definitely signals where DJI is heading. It says that, you know, hey, DJI tested the waters with the Mavic Pro. They wanted to see if people would embrace a drone that was not a DJI Phantom, and sure enough, they did. Andre, what's up? Just got notification. Welcome aboard. I am in a vessel on a body of water, and I'm hosting a live show, so welcome aboard. This live show is about everything. It's you know, primarily drone related, but you know, anything is fair game. Obviously, keep it appropriate for all age groups, because that's one of the things that IrixGuy Adventure Channel is all about. You know, it's quality content that anyone everywhere can enjoy. You know, I don't want to single anyone out. You know, this is content for everybody, but yeah, DJI Spark is definitely a signal of where DJI is heading, and I think when we get the Mavic Pro 2, I think we're really going to see DJI step up to the plate and say, you know what? What lake? Oh, it's a lake called Pickwick. Yeah, it's, you know, it's quite bumpy. I'm in a smaller vessel today, and got my captain. They're taking care of the voyage while I do this live show. So, but yeah, I got ribs all in my teeth. I ate some barbecue ribs. Ate some pepperoncini. Ate some kielbasa. Just ate it up. Really did. But you know, when I eat, I cure my hunger, but what I don't cure, oh, here comes a wake. What I don't cure is my hunger for drones, and that's, whoa, that's something that can only be cured with experimentation, experimenting with all of the latest and greatest drones. And it doesn't just have to be a DJI drone. I know a lot of times I'm accused of being a DJI fanboy, and that's perfectly acceptable, because without a doubt, DJI is my favorite drone. I've tried other manufacturers, and they just haven't impressed me. And I wish there would be some competition, because if anybody needs competition nowadays in an innovative technical arena, it would be DJI. You know, they don't have, GoPro tried to step up, GoPro failed. Other companies have tried to step up, and they didn't even get close. Andre says, are you going to fly your drone off of the boat? Well, actually not today, but yeah, it was delicious, thank you. But I did fly my drone off the boat. You can check out my DJI Spark video, my first flight. And my first flight was over water, so you know, that's how I like to do it. I like to take a gamble, and I like to say, you know what? I'm trusting DJI based upon their reputation historically. I have a feeling they're going to do really well. So I take a drone. The first time I flew it, the DJI Spark, I took it out over a body of water in a small boat. Actually landed it here in this boat, in the front of this boat that I'm sitting in right now. I landed the DJI Spark. So, you know, it's let's see, tech for your needs. Is it hard to land your drone back on the boat? Well, yes, the short answer is it is. And the advice that I give everyone is, if you're flying over water or near water, be 100% prepared to lose your drone, because more than likely that's what's going to happen. You know, with that said, I've had hundreds of successful flights, lakes, oceans, throughout the world. I've landed my drone, and I've done it without incident. You know, with that said, it would have been easy to have encountered a malfunction and have that drone crash in the ocean or the lake. So being intelligent about the situation, I think it's only smart to assume the worst case scenario. You know, do your own risk assessment. You know, do your own cost-benefit analysis. If this drone falls in the lake, can I afford to lose that drone? Is the risk worth the reward? Now granted, had my Spark fallen in the lake, I would have been very unhappy, because I feel that the Spark is a little bit aggressively priced for what it brings to the table. But I took the risk, and I was completely expecting to lose the DJI Spark in the lake. So yeah, I would never suggest flying over or near a body of water. Silver Horse says, if you wanted to buy a drone and had not flown one before, what would you buy? Quick answer, easy answer, DJI Phantom. Check out IrixGuy.com, EpicDroneShow.com. You can find all the DJI Phantom models there. And what I would recommend, you know, look at your budget, ask yourself, is this something that you're kind of speculating with? You're not sure if you're going to love the hobby, or maybe you're 100% confident that you're going to love the hobby of flying drones. So in that scenario, probably what I would do is I would go for something more high-end. I would go with a Phantom 4 Pro. But if you're not 100% confident, you know, maybe you want to go with a Phantom 4. Phantom 3 is good, but Phantom 3 is on the way out. And by on the way out, what I mean is that, you know, the batteries, all of that, they're becoming harder to, they're starting to be harder to come by, because it is a drone that's been phased out. For that reason alone, I would say my entry point would be a Phantom 4. But if I had a disposable budget, or I knew that I was really going to like the hobby, I would go with a Phantom 4 Pro. And if I wasn't impatient, whoa, what I may do is wait for the Phantom 5, because the Phantom 5 is imminent, in my opinion. I feel that the Phantom 5 will likely drop around October of 2017. You know, so with that said, you know, just ask yourself what you want. Let's see, B Hendo says, I love landing the Spark on my hand. You're a brave soul. I know that DJI has touted that functionality, and it's something that, I don't know, did you feel nervous when you were landing it? Did you feel like, you know, I got all these phalanges and one of them's going to get cut? B Hendo says, definitely go for the Phantom 5, without a doubt. I have a feeling that the Phantom 5 is going to be, excuse me, something revolutionary, because we haven't really seen DJI step outside of the proven and high quality Phantom platform. You know, they've enhanced it, revision to revision, Phantom 1 through present being Phantom 4 Pro. DJI has enhanced the drone, but we haven't seen a radical redesign of the Phantom platform. Silver Horse says, okay, I will wait then. I will add the drone to my wedding video business. Now be careful, you know, when you're mixing drones with business, you know, be sure whatever country you're in, be sure that you're aware of the regulations and that you adhere to those, because, you know, anytime you take it beyond hobbyist, it can become a little bit sticky if you're not knowledgeable and prepared. So just a heads up. Anything else y'all want to talk about today? This is a live show. You know, anything is fair game, obviously. Keep it appropriate for all age groups, because this channel is for everyone, everywhere. Silver Horse says, I'm in Tampa, Florida. Very nice area, man. I love Tampa. Actually, I used to live in Tarpon Springs. I would go to the Sponge Docks. I would go down to a little seafood place in Tarpon Springs called Molly Goodheads. I would eat raw oysters, and they were so good. And I remember going to Ybor City in Tampa and going clubbing. And that was a fun experience. Ybor City in Tampa, and Weeki Wachee, getting on a float and floating in a circle through this little stream that went in a circular fashion. There are places that you can't fly a drone, it wouldn't take off. Yeah, that's true. Now, keep in mind though that if there's a place where someone's trying to fly, whether it does or doesn't take off, doesn't mean it's necessarily a legal place to fly a drone. So, you know, always do your due diligence. And yeah, Molly Goodsheads does have good onion rings. Is there a chain down there still called Lever Rocks? Lever Rock Seafood? I know there's one on Clearwater Beach, right when you pass the beach, right before that bridge. B. Hendo says, do you fly in Class D airspace? You know, I fly where there's nothing around, because I found that, you know, due to, you know, whether it's allowed or not, I found that the best course of action, the safest course of action, is to fly when there's nothing around. And when I mean nothing, I mean no private airports, no anything. You know, just to be safe. Silver Horse says, "Oh, Lever Rock's isn't there anymore. What's the best seafood spot down there now? You know, something that's just good." And you know, Lever Rocks is a little bit on the pricier side, but I thought it was good. That's good to know that Molly Goodsheads is still doing well. That was one, Molly Goodsheads, without a doubt, one of my favorite places. And there's a place right down there by the sponge docks. I can't remember the name. You probably know it. It was a seafood place kind of on that main road. If you were coming off of the highway, heading down to Sponge Docks in Tarpon Springs. But yeah, we're getting some bad connection right now. I think we're getting in the more remote part of the waterway. So just wanted to bounce in and say hello to everyone live. Stay tuned for more live shows soon. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. It's youtube.com/IrixGuy. Y'all have a good day, and a lot more videos are coming soon.